Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are back with another AI automation agency video that has been highly requested inside of our community, and it is going to be about what niche should you be working with and why. And I'm also going to give you some really key information about the niches that we're working with inside of our agency and giving you the rundown of why we're working with them and what is going well. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Liam. We currently have an agency that is doing over $50,000 every single month in the AI automation space. And I make free content on YouTube, helping you do the same. Now, like I mentioned, this has been a hot topic. Inside of the Discord group that we have, lots of people have been asking me to make a video on this because it is probably one of the key elements to starting your own AI automation agency. Now, you may be surprised when I start talking about what niche you should pick, that I actually don't specifically work in individual niches. And there's a key reason for that. Now, I know some of you are like, what the fuck? You can't do that. You can't make money if you're not working hyper targeted and down to a certain niche. Let me explain. Now, if you have an SMMA agency or you are offering some sort of service-based business or you're in a SaaS business, you are probably going to want to niche down. Your workflow and your deliverables that you are offering your clients are going to vary depending on the niches you go into. For example, a restaurant is going to need a different setup of ads compared to an accountancy. And if your software is specifically for a certain industry, then obviously you're going to want to sell only to that industry. Now, the way I see it with AI automation and what's been working with us is I don't narrow ourselves down to an individual niche. I actually ended up taking a step back and really looking at what I was actually serving my customers. And what we're serving them is AI automation and optimization across their lead generation campaigns. So once they generate the leads with whatever marketing they do, we then help them bring that lead through a sales process that we tie AI automations and optimizations into. Now, the key thing here is that workflow doesn't really change. Those automations that we plug in don't really vary depending on the different industries that we talk to. And it is something that can be taken across every single business. But those businesses do need a set of criteria that we look at closely before deciding whether or not to work with someone. So in my case, we don't niche down, and I know that breaks a lot of conventional rules with the agency model. But if you like, our niche are the problems that our clients have. And we specifically target clients based on the problems they have rather than the type of clients that they work with. So let's quickly jump into this and go over some of the key things that we look for when we are reaching out to companies and seeing who we can work with. So number one, we want them to be generating leads. I don't want to be walking into a company that isn't generating any leads and it has no sort of pipeline of leads coming through. That isn't very easy to automate, and that's something you want to avoid. So I will always go for companies that have already been generating leads or are generating leads with paid media or organic traffic through whatever medium that is. Preferably bringing in traffic already. We don't want to be working with businesses that are struggling to make money and bringing in leads to a CRM. So we work with clients that have the systems in place, but no clue how to run the automations through them using AI. The next thing we look at is higher ticket products. Now, obviously this is an obvious one. Every single dream client has a higher ticket product that is making them loads of money, which means that you can charge a lot of money, right? But this is extremely beneficial when you come to lead automation and lead optimization because every single sale is worth so much for them. All you need to do is help them generate a couple of paying clients every single month with whatever automations you set up, and already you have proven your worth. You have made the company so much more money, which makes your retainer look tiny in comparison to the amount of money they've made from the services that you've provided. And 9 times out of 10, these guys have a much larger budget to spend. They understand the ROI on investing in teams and marketing specialists to help them plug in smart processes and automations into whatever they're doing. So number 3, this kind of ties into the first one, but we want inbound volume with the clients that we're working with. So large volume of inbound means automations and processes are crucial for success of their campaigns. We've worked with a few companies where we have said, how many leads do you bring in? And they're like, we get 10, 15 leads a week. And it's all managed by one guy. Well, that doesn't really need to be automated because it's that one guy's job to handle those leads. And there's not really too many issues that they're facing. He's not spending a ton of time on it. They're not wasting loads of money on managing these 15 leads every week. Therefore, the automations aren't really needed at this point. So also having a high volume of inbound leads lets you show your worth instantly. If you're working with a company that brings in 100 leads per month and you are optimizing that sales process for them, well, in order for you to show your worth, it's going to take you quite a while through that month to actually get enough data through to show the conversion rates or the optimization levels that you've provided. Whereas if they are bringing in 10,000 leads every single month, it's much easier for you to quantify the success that you've given that company based on what you've actually done for them. You know, you can actually see your automations working, you run data through it, and ultimately you get to turn around that report faster and those analytics to your client. Now, outside of automations, we obviously have the chatbot route, and that is really going to be aligned to a company in a support heavy industry. So smart chatbots with knowledge base, you can obviously easily sell and automate that entire learning process. So someone coming to an accountant with hundreds of questions, that is now going to be automated with a knowledge base that you can tie into a chatbot, therefore removing any need for an employee to step in and actually manually respond to these people. This solves the issue of people asking stupid questions and actually lets you automate that entire process, which frees up staff members' time and ultimately makes all of your inbound requests super efficient and really, really lean. So other than that, there's loads of opportunities to use AI when it comes to companies that require a lot of support to their clients. So I've spoken about it before, e-commerce brands. So the other day I went to a bathroom shop, and probably a year ago, I bought this like shower screen. Right now, whenever I get in the shower, I get water spraying everywhere. It's super fucking annoying. So I want to buy the screen that fits onto my shower screen. I reached out to the company where I bought the screen and I said, hey guys, what screen do I need to buy with this model of shower screen that I bought from you? They responded by saying, hey, unfortunately, Liam, we're not actually technically trained, so we don't know the answer for you. I was like, what are you on about? You absolute idiots. How can you not be technically trained? You've literally just lost an opportunity to sell something to me for like £200. So why can we not upload all of the user manuals, all of the data from these e-commerce websites, plug it into an AI chatbot that is technically trained, and then they can answer the questions for me. They can then start recommending me to these products and start helping me fill my cart with things that I need based on what I've bought before and based on the interest that I'm showing with the questions that I'm asking. So I think you get my idea there. And that company is a prime example of someone who needs to integrate AI into their business. But that leads me to my key point of this video. And this is a rule that we live by inside of our agency. So are they making money? Yes. If they're not, then I don't care and I don't want to work with them because they probably can't pay my retainer. Number two, do they value their time? If they are happy to do all of the work themselves and they don't put any value on their own time, then that client is not going to be for you. Then number three, they actually want to automate. They understand that they could speed things up, they can be more efficient, and they can be way more cost effective if they actually started using AI as a technology and create these workflows and automations. Those are three things. This is going to save you so much time and so much pain getting on discovery calls with companies. If you know the answer to this already, and chances are you will have to do some sort of introduction and discovery call with them to find out, but you need to be able to tick all three of these boxes. Are they bringing in a high volume amount of leads? Are they making money from them leads? Are they valuing their time, or are they actively looking to speed processes up and optimize? Do they currently have tons of members of staff working on their CRM and leads? And is that something that you can help them with? So I think the key takeaway from this video, and I'd be interested to hear what you think in the comments, is do you think it's smart to niche down right now? Or do you think it's smart to do what I'm doing, where we zoom out, we look at these sort of companies, we look at the problems they have and the solutions that we offer. The solutions don't change. We don't look at specific niches, we look at specific problems that companies have. Now, 9 times out of 10, they make a lot of money from their leads and they have some sort of sales process already, but it's just a matter of taking that entire process, taking all the automations that we know that works, taking all the optimizations on landing pages and in general just workflows, and then taking it to different companies. That sales process doesn't look very different for a lot of these companies. I've seen tons of them. It's all the same. The only thing that's different is what they're actually selling their client. But you don't care about that because you're not doing the lead generation. You're just helping with those lead management. And some of you may be sat there thinking, doesn't that affect my outreach? Doesn't it make it incredibly hard to get in front of people? If you're reaching out to companies on cold email, for example, then you need to look at how those companies structure their sales. Are they an e-commerce platform? Do they take orders straight up front? Or do you have to submit a form and request a quote? It's predominantly B2B businesses that are going to be, requesting quotes and getting people to fill in a form before they then contact them. But that is all you're managing. You're managing that sales process. So you don't have to worry about all of that stuff. That is my key piece of advice to you. Don't niche down when you're first getting started. By all means, start to niche down once you become an expert at something. But when you're first getting started, you are going to get bogged down and start procrastinating on what niches you need to focus. You're going to start sending emails, you're not going to get any responses, and you're going to instantly write off that niche as a bad one. And that is not the case. We work with so many different types of companies right now. We have law firms, we have investment funds, we have accountants, we have e-commerce stores, we have YouTube content creators, we have all of these different guys, but their sales processes are ultimately all the same, and all of our automations, usually 9 times out of 10, plug in and do the same thing that they do for other clients. Guys, hope this video was helpful. Make sure you join the free Telegram link down below in the description. We're going to be throwing out so much value inside of the free Discord as well, so make sure you join that. We've got some incredible speakers coming up over the next couple of weeks who are going to help you level up your AI automation game. I know that, and I cannot wait to see more of you in there. It's been really, really good to get to know you, chat to you on Telegram, all of that good stuff. Guys, if you did like this video, smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.